Tonight on America in Primetime.
When they make a promise, they keep a promise.
He's definitely one of those people that believes if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
He's part hero, he's part everyman, and against all odds, they proceed toward their goals.
All heroic deeds require a cost, otherwise they're not really heroic.
You can't be heroic without putting yourself at odds with the popular beliefs.
How far can you go in fighting evil without becoming evil? As it turns out, Jack Bauer will always go as far as he has to. But he always pays a price for that. He will always do what needs to be done for the greater good. He will always do that. This is a man who's tortured, who's fighting inside himself as well as outside himself. He does things that have to be done, but no one else will do in order to keep everyone safe.
With God on our side, who can stand against us?
Pembleton's sense of justice evolved over the life of the series. He started being there for the dead, bringing justice to those who had been murdered. His need to speak for the dead comes out of his own sense of inquiry about the meaning of life. And so each death is a reflection of his own search.
There's something about the fact that you believe that you know what's right. And life is just so complex that it can't be what you think it is. It's not simple.
He began to understand that justice is not an absolute, that it is an imperfect thing.
I can avenge, that I'm doing God's work, that somehow I'm an instrument of his will on earth. Well, I'm too fragile a vessel for that. It's not possible.
Man must have a code. Well, no doubt. He is beholden to nothing other than Omar and his own code. Without a code, he's a sociopath. I've not put my gun on anyone who doesn't deserve it. He's playing by the code of the West. He's playing fair. He's playing by the rules such as they are.
Having a code, having something that you believe that you live by.
It doesn't really matter to an audience as much as it used to, whether the character is a hero or a villain, full of sin or full of virtue. It doesn't even matter what they are trying to do as long as we feel their passion.
Storytelling is like making everyone part of a big family so that members of the audience are able to identify with characters in their full complexity. That type of deep emotional attachment is what television at its best is capable of generating.
Ultimately, every great story is know thyself and discover thyself. We're all trying to figure out if we're living this life fully, but also if we're living it meaningfully.
That's the way it works. That's the way art is supposed to work.